for this. If I need to trim it, I can do that. A piece there. And I want to rough this little edge up, so I want to tear this if I can. I should have torn it the other way, but I didn't. But I want this to be a rough edge here. See if that still fits there. Perfect. Okay, so then we need to just trim this off right here. Perfect. I'm going to get my glue book up here on the mat, so and what we're going to do is just collage the front of this for now. I want to make sure that I have it. If I do it this way, then I've got it right side up. Yes. Okay. I kind of want to do the whole front with this paper, I think. Just because I think it's so pretty. Not to toot my own horn since I designed it. I'm gonna maybe go ahead and do that part as well. Let's see. So I've left the envelope open. And I'm going to put it here, and then I want to see where the point is, like right here at 15 or a little over. So I want to take this top part off right here. And then I'm going to just put a line of glue right here just to catch this right here. Okay. Then I want to put glue on here. Perfect. And then we can trim this out. I'm kind of struggling with some of the prompts. I looked ahead at some of the prompts and I'm kind of struggling with some of them. Mainly because I don't have a lot of supplies. You know, I don't have a lot of variety of supplies. So we'll see. Okay. Now we want to fold that. Perfect. I love it. Okay. I need my bone folder to make a good crease right there. Okay. So now if I add this to here, then the patterns won't match, which I guess I'm kind of okay with, but I'm wondering if I don't want to put something else in there. Let's see what else we might have that might fit in there that's that color. We could use craft. And then, okay, I have an idea. We could use craft and then put a flower on here like this. I think that would work. Okay, so if I have this at the bottom, well, let's do it this way. Okay, Tommy, be smart, work smart. Okay. Let's go ahead and glue that, but I think I might want to maybe just tear the edge a little bit so it's not perfect. Gotta have one that's small enough to fit on there like that. Or that one. This is, oh, I like that one. Oh, it's gotta go this way. Oh, I kind of like this. So let's cut this. I'm not going to bore you with my fussy cutting, so I'll probably fast forward through this or shut it off and come back. Okay, I like it, but I need another piece. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and we need to, oh, I think we're good here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and glue these on. Okay, I love it. Now we just have to figure out here, we're gonna maybe attach it to a page, make a booklet. If I do that, then I need to have something that's going to show through here. So I need you know, if we did like this, something that when you open it, it's still going to look like a picture as well. Looks like I need smaller. I might be able to go print some smaller. And I like the idea of keeping it kind of beigey, not introducing a lot of color. So I think they need to be about this size. And I'm going to need probably 3. These are just all background ones, but kind of might be cool if we want to alter those a little bit. We could do that. Right? We could do that. Or we could put this on the outside and just put a picture or something on the inside. I like that. How's that? Yep. Put that right there. Yep, I like it right there. Okay, but before we put it on, we have got to make this into a booklet. So I need to get some scrap papers. Another book page that we could put in there. Just fold it in half. Okay. Then so my scrap papers, and I had this sheet I thought might be okay. So if we fold this, so we've got 1, 2, 3. We need something right in here. We need to put something right in there that what are these? Oh, something of Amy's. Kind of thinking I might want something plainer. I have coffee dyed lined paper. Let's try that. Yep, that'll do her. Okay. Okay, I think that's what I want to do. And we need to trim just a smidge off here. I kind of like it like this. Let's go back to doing it this way. I like it like this. Okay, that fits. And that will slip right in a pocket or something. We just need to tie this in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to put this on here. I'm going to go ahead and tie this in, sew it in on my machine, okay? And then I'm going to sew this in, and then I'm going to reevaluate, and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back, and this is what I did. I went ahead and sewed the papers in on my sewing machine. Then I actually covered the back with some lined paper, and I think we are close, okay? We need to put our butterfly on, but before we do that, one of the things, this says altered envelope and coffee mug stains. Now I could use my coffee mug, but it's got coffee in it. So I do have this coffee. I thought I might have had a stamp, but I don't. I have this Tim Holtz Splatters THS009 Tim Holtz Collection Stampers Anonymous stencil. And I thought I'll use the ground espresso. How about that? And we will just go all over this baby with what looks to be splatters or coffee stains or something. Let's see what it looks like. I'm not even sure. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've used this stencil. But let's go ahead and use the whole thing as is. Oh, I love it. Look at that. So I'm going to just put the top of it right here, and I'm going to turn it so it doesn't look exactly the same. There. Oh, I love it. So we're going to pick, oh, look how it looks through there. Pretty cool. And so I'm going to go ahead and do maybe this as well. I could do more and more and more, but I think that that's going to be enough for now. I think we need to get our butterfly on. And these, I do wash these before I put them back in my holder, so I think we need to get our butterfly on, and I want to go ahead and distress the outside of this. Our butterfly, our moth. This is one of Louisa's moths. One of my favorite digital of hers. And I did finally order some stamens, but they don't get here for a few days. So we're going to go back to Barbara's idea. Okay, there we have it, a little booklet. I think I want to maybe cover this with a picture so that we don't see this part of the butterfly. So we just need to find something to cover that with. We have some of Kathy's paper. That I think would look beautiful. I think if we think this will be perfect, and it'll show through. It's such a pretty paper. See, I can't do that side because the leaves are not up at the top. I want there to be a leaf up here. So I think that's the way to do it. So that's what we are going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue all on the inside of this. And I'm using the Bearly Art Glue because my art glitter glue is not working. It got very thin. It does work, but how it works is I added tacky glue to it, so it kind of is just watered down tacky glue. So it takes a while to grip. And I want something more instantaneous, evidently. I love it. And we need to put a little glue right here because I just noticed that this is coming up. This is our altered envelope with coffee stains. Coffee mug stains. Okay, let's use our bone folder and we'll crease this. I'm going to distress it and then we're going to make this be a little tuck. Okay, so we're going to glue this side and we'll glue this side. There we go. And we've got a little tuck inside here. We've got a little booklet here. And we've got writing space all over the place. So there you go. And if you didn't want the tuck here, you just don't glue that and it would wrap right around. So that is our day 9 altered envelope and coffee mug stains. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will try to make the video as short as I can so I don't keep everybody really long. Like I said, I'm trying to combine the 2 videos, so we'll see if this is at the end of the other video or if it's a video all on its own. Have a great day, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. This is what happens when your sister asks you to make a baby journal for a friend, but Defemember is screaming at you to do day 8. And I really was like stuck. I really want to do this, but I really want to do this. So I thought, why not just combine them? I will make for Defemember, oh my goodness, for Defemember, December 8th, it's snippets and grandma's buttons. Well, I don't have grandma's buttons because my grandmother owned a tavern. She didn't do handicrafts. But I do have some button collections. So I think I'm going to see if I can combine and make some little clusters or snippets out of fabric, maybe some paper that we've been using, and make a couple things for this journal. How about that? So without further ado, I'm going to sit down and try to make heads or tails of this mess, and then I will come back when I have something a little more concrete in mind. Okay, I know this probably doesn't look very organized to you, but I have an idea. The actual prompt says snippets in grandma's buttons. So in my mind I was thinking clusters, but it says snippet, and a snippet is usually a whole line of things and then you can snip them off to use them. So I found this single piece of muslin, and I have more in here somewhere that I think it came off of this actually, so I could maybe make another one or make, oh, I wonder if I could rip that and make a narrower one. Let's see. because I might prefer to start with a more narrow base. I think I might. So let's start with a more narrow base, okay, is my thought. So this will be the base, and then we will kind of collage stuff onto this and make a snippet sort of roll. And anyways, so what I wanted to do was go through some of this stuff and find pieces that I thought would go with this journal. Okay, so I was looking basically at like pinks and denims and blues and, you know, things that would go with it. So what I'm going to do is just start ripping pieces, tearing pieces, I hope. I hope. And we'll just start laying stuff on there. Oh, this is at the end. And see how it goes. Right? And I think I'm going to try and mix and match kind of neutrals and the pinks. And in this one, not, you know, like not all the pinks match the same shade, so I'm going to try and be cognizant of the fact that you know, they don't all match the same. So I need to move this up, maybe see if I'm on camera. The bottom is on camera. Is the top on camera? Yes. Okay, I think if I leave it here we should be good. Okay. And then I got buttons, but I'm not sure how they're going to go on. So let's look at, I did find some denim pieces that I thought I would like to put on there. But I know for a fact that this denim does not rip. So we have to fray it ourselves if we want it frayed. And I do. I will again try to, I already did the second part, which was the altered envelope and coffee mug stained, and I needed to add this to it, but I couldn't think of what to do for this. That's why I skipped ahead one day. So that's already filmed and done. And so I have to be kind of cognizant of time if I'm trying to get both of these on one video. So I was a little worried about the prompts. I think I said it in the other video, which will come after this, that I was a little concerned about the prompts because I don't have a lot of supplies in that. Like everybody has all these oxides and they have stamps and stencils and just all kinds of things to use and materials. They have, you know, document papers and old vintage things, and I just don't have that. I do not go to like garage sales or whatever. I am not housebound by physical. I'm housebound by choice. I only go out when I absolutely have to. I do work, so I do go out when I work. But pretty much everything I love to do is right here in my home. So I pretty much stay here, and I don't go out shopping. If I shop, it's online shopping usually. Actually, I need to go out to Target and get some gift cards. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Joey Cardmaker, but he had a Christmas freebie in his Ko-fi shop that the minute I looked at it, I thought, oh my gosh, those would be so cute to do for my granddaughters and my grandnieces for Christmas. So I have made, I'll show you, I've put together the envelopes and the cards, and I want to make a little pocket on them and put a gift card in there for each of them. So I'm working on those, and those were kind of girly. So I think I showed these in another video also. And I have two great nephews, and they're going to get these that I made. So I do need to go out to the store and get some. Okay, we use this. We use the denim. I was looking at kind of that, but let's see. Oh, we have some of this. I have more of this lace too. Let's see. This was a ruffle that I took apart. And what I don't like is this zigzagged edge. I have pinking shears that I use. I mean, there's a purpose for them. But when I'm doing this, I don't want to see the zigzag edge. So what was I saying? So I do need to go out and get gift cards for those cards. Okay, Tommy's off track. That was a little bit of a disaster. Let's see. I don't know why that's not ripping. It's not against the grain. Oh well. Okay. I want to put some paper on here too. I'll put this maybe underneath there. And I also want to put some lace and I saw these flowers. Okay, let's look at what papers we have that might match that. Oh, you know what I have? I have lace papers, but you know what? I printed out some pieces that didn't print right, some off prints for this. These are off prints. So what if we find my ruler in this mess somewhere? Oh, here it is. And we just maybe try and tear some of these, some of this. Go this way because I might want to use her for something. I don't know what, but oh my goodness, Tommy, you're making a big mess. So my sister had asked me to make a baby journal, but we didn't know, you know, you don't know if it's boy or girl or whatever. Well, she had to go into her office yesterday, and honest to God, I got a message last night, and all it said in the text message is, it's a girl. So I had kind of already picked this digital out, and it does have a lot of blues in it, but it's got flowers in that. So I thought, well, I'm going to girly it up a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I want to actually add some kind of small pieces onto here that will just kind of fill in and just stick out a little bit. So anyways, then I got all excited about when I buy digitals or create, I mean, I can create my own digitals, but not in the time frame I had to do this, because she needs this by like early January. So when I buy digitals, I often alter them a lot. It's just how I do things. I am not happy with something. I mean, I love the digital, but there's a few things that I'd like to change, so I change them. Okay, now I think we need to add some pieces of this, but this has to be cut. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'll put that right on there. I'm going to kind of move this down a little bit so that I'm kind of replicating. Like this, and filling it in, right? And then we will move this one down a little bit. And then we have to create another one, I think, for there. Put that on, maybe on there. Okay, we need a piece of denim and then the flower. Okay, I put it all up here. Okay, denim. This doesn't look like the piece I was cutting off of, but that's okay. That's okay, we can cut another piece. So anyways, so I did spend some time this morning kind of changing things around. You can't, if I have a digital and it's a landscape, and I like when I fold my pages for there to be the main thing, and then this is okay on this side, but I wouldn't want this as like the opening page. So if the digital comes with this on this side and this on this side, you can't just flip it, especially if there's like writing on it, because then the writing over here is backwards. So I actually cut, you know, this and move it over, and then cut this and move it over. Or you have to get rid of the writing, so I can actually go in and do that as well. Whichever is, when I look at it, however I want to change it. I don't change all digitals, but sometimes there are just pieces when I'm putting something together that I want to change. Now, the other option for people, if you don't have the Photoshop or Photoshop Elements, or you don't really want to go online and download GIMP to do that, you could actually cut them and then glue them onto the paper on the opposite sides. I mean, that works too. Okay, we want to put this here. The next one we want is this. Ooh, this is the one that didn't shred very well, did it? Why? Why does this not want to shred? I don't know. Isn't that funny? It's not against the grain. What the heck? That is the weirdest thing. And I can't get the threads. So I wonder if this is something where they've got a coating on it or something. I don't know. I just don't know. Because honestly, I can see the threads, but I can't shred it. You know what I mean? I can't. It's almost like it's diagonal or something. Or if I pull a thread, it doesn't want to pull. It really does look diagonal. Wow, I've never seen anything like it. Except when you are cutting, like sometimes for quilting and that, you have to cut on the bias or against the grain or so, I don't know, something like that. So you are kind of doing it diagonal. So let's just shred some of these corners then. Since that's about all I'll be able to shred. Okay, good enough. And we want this under our denim. Okay, and then we want a piece like this, which is like this fabric. And we want to get rid of the pinking edge. And we want to fray this a little bit. My TV's kind of loud out there, so if you hear the news, that's the puppies are listening to the news. They like the news. They like Dateline, like Dateline NBC or whatever it is. I'm gonna maybe go over like this. Then we need a piece of our paper. So let's pick a piece right here. We want that to go under there. We want this to go like this. We want this to go on top of there. And there we have our snippet that we have to figure out how we're gonna glue that on. And then I'm gonna sew it all the way up, I think. So let's take our Fabri-Tac, and I'll try to glue some of these down enough so that I can take it over there and sew it. I have actually sewed snippets by hand, but it is kind of time consuming. So I'm just going to put a little Fabri-Tac on here. Get these to lay down a little bit. So that's all I'm doing, is I'm just going along and putting a little Fabri-Tac on them to hold them down so that I can take it over and sew it. Yikes, it's sticking to my fingers. I'm going to turn this around so I have access to down here. Yeah. Okay, it's on. So now I'm going to stop the video, go over and sew this, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and I've got it all sewed on. I actually did a kind of a double zigzag stitch on it, and I absolutely love it. I love, love, love it. And look how pretty. I think it's going to match the journal really well. I might have to make another one. Because she said make a single signature journal, but I had so many pretty pages that I kind of split it up and made it 2 signatures, so I might need another one of these babies. Anyways, I love it, but we need to come up with some buttons here, and I've got big buttons. This, I'm trying to think. There are buttons all over these digitals. But I don't have a wide variety. So I pulled in what I did have and thought I could do maybe like little clusters of buttons, you know, like 2 there. I did find a gold one, kind of cool. Could do a gold, and here's a little blue heart. There's a brown one. Then I have bigger ones. There's a bigger pink one would be, it's not really the right color pink though, is it? This one, this heart button had something stuck. It was like somebody glued it, but I'm not crazy over it. I kind of tend to like these kind of beigey blue. I have a white one that's kind of pretty. It's a pearly white. That one's not bad. I have the darker blue, which would be pretty, but I have these light blue ones. Oh, and I found these, which I thought might be pretty. So let's maybe cut this, and I don't know where I got them from, but nobody's even used them. But these are kind of pretty because they're muted. Look at how pretty. Oh yeah, I like that. We'll do maybe some little, wonder if we shouldn't do them like on the lace and the denim maybe, or no. Do little clusters of 3 maybe. 3, 1, 2. I really like these, so I'm going to use this again. And then let's see, I like these and these as well. So this one is kind of a shinier blue with, we could use one of these muted blues like that. Maybe these bigger white ones would be, that would be kind of cute. I'm struggling with this gold one and the brown like that, and this one I'm having trouble with. This looks like it needs something bigger, so let's do this one. And maybe we could put the gold one there with one of those muted ones. I think I like that. So that's what we're going to do. So now we need to sew them on. So I do want to hand sew them on. So I'm going to start, and I'm thinking that I might want to use floss. And let's see what we have. We have all kinds of blues and pinks and all of that, but let's see. I was kind of thinking of a cream if we had a, although, yeah, that doesn't match. Here we go again with this floss colors. That matches. Oh, here's like a cream color. So why don't we just, here's kind of a, some pinky that's all already out of its thing. Let's pull this pink. We'll use that. Okay, add to our little pile over here of stuff. Okay, so all I want to do is I want to move these buttons out of the way. I don't want to lose track of my needle. And I think what I will do is just sew a couple on so we have an idea of what we want to do, and then I'll go and come back. Just that way the video is not real long. So down here I'm thinking that I want to maybe use the blue. Actually, yeah. I'm going to go down through here. I'm going to move these just off just like this. I'm going to go down through here. Oh dear. And come back up through here. And then I think I'm going to just try and tie it. Yep. Maybe. Tie another one. I was trying to use up that thread, so it's a very small piece. There. Perfect. And I'm just going to trim that and trim that. Okay, I love it. So that's how I'm going to sew these, and I'm going to try to do them by color. So these that are blue, I may do with the cream colored thread. So I'm going to sew these all on, and then I will come back and show you how it looks. Okay, I'm back, and this is my snippet, and I want to stand up so you can kind of see. I'm going to go this way because this is how it goes. And I tried to alternate the colors of thread. I don't know if this is, let me do this. Nope, that's no better. Anyways, I tried to alternate the colors of thread so there would be the beige, the blue, oh wow, and the pink. But anyways, there we go. And I love it. And so there's our snippet with our buttons. Actually, I'm a grandma, so they are grandma's buttons. And then, so this is day 8, December 8th. And it was snippets and grandma's buttons. And then this is our altered envelope and coffee mug stains, which was December 9. And what I did is I altered the envelope. I made a little pocket right here with the, I don't know what you call that, the envelope flap. I used paper that I got from our Kathy to show through there with the gold, and it's journaling space here. I used a stencil for the coffee dyed of, and we made a little booklet in here, and that was it. Voila. So those are our pieces, and that'll wrap up this video. And now I can start working on the journal and look ahead, because I start getting nervous. Leaves and envelope and owl, and then bookmark and clear packaging. Okay, I'm gonna need the weekend to think about those. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. I appreciate you all, and have a great day, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.